Yeah, remember at the front when he was doing it the last time? He got it and he kept saying to him, like, what? What? English? What?
Oh, Jade, I got a present.
And then he opened it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an episode of the Muttlay Krew Studios. And we're here to talk Rugby League. We're here to talk elimination finals, prelim finals. We're here to talk. It's been a minute. I'm here with Kyle and Cody. How are we doing this lovely day, boys? We rested up. We're feeling fit. We're ready to go.
It's been a whole minute, you reckon?
Been a minute.
A whole minute.
4 days.
Jesus.
So 30 seconds.
Basically.
Okay.
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, my name's Jack. We're here to talk some Rugby League.
It's going to come out as Jack.
Yep.
So,
Jack.
we all had a big weekend, but how much Rugby League content did you receive, boys? Get into it?
I didn't watch anything after the Roosters game.
Watched a fair bit of the Roosters game. We got bits and pieces of the Cowboys game, bits and pieces of the Knights game,
Yep.
and bits and pieces of the Sharkies game.
Well, that's good. And hopefully you guys
The
are
Cowboys and the Knights played the same game.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying stuff. I know.
I knew what he meant, cunt. Why are you being so fucking real?
Hey!
You just wreck the flow when you be so fucking serious sometimes.
One.
Yes, sir. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, this is going to be a good episode because he's going to bite.
Nah, you've got some content in. You've got some fucking reviewing in. Now let's talk it. On the weekend, we had the two teams stand up, baby. It started with the Panthers, 24-0 in like 20 minutes, bruh. Anyway, they won 30-10 against the Sydney Roosters. And then on Saturday, we had the other team stand up. The Melbourne Storm, a little bit of, you can do this, we can do this. Melbourne Storm, 37-10 over the Sharks. Can you guys hold a ball, boys? You fucking can't win a finals game, I'll tell you that right now. And then on Saturday night, we had a heartbreak. We had the Kalen Ponga show, but
It was no heartbreak, mate. It's exactly went to plan.
It was a show because...
Went to plan.
No, it was a heartbreak.
You just choked it.
We had the best player on the field, played the best. We even played better for like 6 minutes this game.
Val Home plays for the
But
Cowboys.
we lost. Val Home, yeah, okay, mate. Fucking hell. We had the Cowboys, though, beat the Newcastle Knights 28-16. Ouch. And then on Sunday, boys,
One pretended
if
not
you
to the
guys
other
didn't
pretended.
watch this game, I feel sorry for you because I watched this game fucking live around it, and it was one of the best games ever. Well, just this year. It was wild, man. You could feel the crowd, you could feel the fucking energy. It was wild. And somehow the Manly Seagulls beat the Bulldogs 24-22, boys. I hope you guys at least watched the highlights because it was wild.
I did hear it was a
We did watch
red-hot game.
We did watch the highlights.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, unfortunately, you guys had volleyball or whatever, but it was so good to watch.
I did see some poor defense at times.
Yes, definitely.
From
and some
both teams.
awesome attack and just wildness. But let's get around it, boys. Let's get into the finals games. What do you want to touch on? How do you feel? Can we start with how do you feel about the Roosters, Kyle?
Minus that first 20 minutes, not bad.
Yep.
That first 20 minutes, I think Panthers just come out and punch us in the face.
Fucking knocked the door down, punches in the
basically.
face. They were like, you
Trent
think-
Robinson made some moves prior to the game that I didn't like.
Bro, if Leo's in the team, he's got to start, right?
I think without Jared,
Taylor May at
100%.
lock.
I think without Jared there, Lenu needs to start because especially moving Nat Butcher or Terrell May, whichever one you wanted to put at prop, they're not going to burr up.
Especially against the Fish and Luota, who are fucking
Yeah.
big boys. You know,
Like
they're
Lindsay
gonna
Collins is
go
going to have a rip, but you need that aggressor. Lindsay Collins isn't that
No.
aggressor unless
workhorse.
he probably needed to pop.
You need to get him angry. But
You
it
need
takes
to-
a lot to
Yeah,
get
it takes a little bit. I mean, you probably need to put maybe 5 more avocado C's up there, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
But, yeah, look, you take that 20 minutes, we did all right. But
You know, any reflection, but I think I might have hit on the nail of the head. So if you want to give me a respect about your boy, that's cool.
He still loves him.
I'm not saying
He
I
still
don't,
loves him.
I'm not saying you don't love him, but you know everything that I said, I think came true about your boy Sandon Smith. Do you agree?
oh, he's still greenhorn, but
Thank you.
yeah, like
That's what
he did play possibly the worst game I've ever seen him play in a
Yeah,
Roosters
and I
jersey.
said he might struggle being struck in the halves against some big Panthers, and I think he did. So thank you for that respect.
All I
you
can
know?
say, I'm not respecting that.
Well,
I know some rubber leg.
I just want to bring up too. We were watching it, and I pissed him off a little bit after the game when I made him watch the replay of that forward pass that got called.
Or he's
It
full
was
of-
nowhere near
Oh,
forward.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
It was a terrible call. And guess what, Kyle? He's favourite to get the grand final.
It's all right. We probably won't be there, so it's fine.
I'm just saying, in general, he probably had the worst game. An old mate who reffed the grand final last year that did a fantastic job can't even get a look in during the week games.
I know.
Spewing.
I think I was saying to it over the weekend. Ashley Klein was a really good ref and got his accolades as he should have. But now I think it's got into his head a little bit. He's trying to actually influence the game so it's more noticeable. Like he's
From Origin, I reckon.
I thought it was
Maybe a bit before that, but from the Origin, he's been copping so much flack that it's now he's just like, oh,
but that game 3,
watch me, bro.
Origin game 3, he did really well. He just let the game go. Because I was worried that he was going to make stop start, but he just let the game flow in Origin 3. But anyway,
I don't really want to hear
Hashtag Toddy Smith for the grand
I
final.
don't want to be here talking about referees and like that forward pass was bad and the few calls in the Manly Bulldogs games were a bit weird. But I think they did ref better the whole weekend. Like they refed a little bit better, a little bit different because it's finals. I think I enjoyed the game more. They didn't fucking stop everything. They didn't put people for 10 for a little, it's weird. Like I feel like, especially in that Manly Bulldogs game, there was a lot of like guys that swung the arms, hit him on the head, and I was like, oh, that's usually 10 in the bin. But they didn't like put him in 10 in the bin, and I'm like, I sort of like that, but it's so hard. Like they haven't been doing that all season. Now they do that in the finals.
The high tackle on Harry Grant.
oh, don't fucking start.
But that they kicked the penalty on.
Luke Keary holding old mate back should have been sent for 10. Fucking
yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what happened there because like I was trying to watch it while we were at
Hamoli
volleyball.
got hit in the head. Fucking bad. Crichton got hit in the head. Like I don't know, but
Apparently, Talmalolo hit someone in the head.
Yeah,
Hard
like,
it should have been.
I don't know. I sort of
I saw that one.
I liked it, but I feel like they can't do it so different compared to the season, boys.
That's what I mean. They need to find that sweet spot. They're either one way or the other. So we complain that there's not enough or complain that there's too much. But you're never going to win.
I was going to say, no one's ever going to be happy with
Nah,
whatever's chosen and done.
But also, next question, boys. Are we locking it in?
Yeah.
Is it just
Yeah.
Penrith Storm grand
basically.
final, boys?
But like
It would have to take...
Like, I think
It
these
would
other
have to
teams
take
might
a-
play better, but then Storm and Penrith have the week off this week. They're going to fucking recharge, be ready to go.
The only way that either one of these teams that make it through to verse each team respectively has a chance of beating them is get the jump on them early because being refreshed, they might start slow. They shouldn't be in the caliber they are, but that's probably your only chance is to jump them early and then somehow try and withstand them. But
I feel like that's more Storm than Panthers.
Yeah.
I don't ever think there's not many times the Panthers have Storm. I feel like have given up leads early. You watch bellyache just go off.
Panthers last 3.5 years. That's the one thing I feel like they've never done is started slow, and we saw that against the
They
Roosters.
just need-
they've been
dry
doing that.
weather.
They've been doing that at the back end of the season.
They're back.
Panthers
Yeah,
need dry
they're
weather.
chilling out, bro.
And then you just because I was blowing up, I was like, "Where the fuck was this against the Gold Coast? Wasn't here last week."
Well,
But-
the thing I was saying about like the whole last week and in the last potty, I was saying that Penrith look tired. They don't look like they're there. They look like, they haven't had their normal rest at the back end. They weren't able to rest their players because, people have been injured and they needed to keep winning. And they just roll out week one. Nathan Cleary comes back from 3 weeks off with a bung shoulder and just absolute kicking masterclass. And just like the Roosters kind of helped with the way they started, but they just straight into it and just done it with ease. And it's just like, how do you stop these guys? How do you stop them?
It just before any other team even played finals, Penrith just went. Everyone before going into finals was like, "Oh, they look a bit like we all said it." And then after one game, we're all like, "Fuck, they're the team to
After
beat."
20 minutes, bro.
Dude,
Man.
And then they get the week off.
Yeah.
So Cleary gets the rest again.
Yeah.
Everyone gets their rest. They're now equaled the record of 10 consecutive finals games won, which is just ridiculous. One more, if they win and make the grand final, they've got the all-time record for most finals games in a row, which is just ridiculous.
But before we get to next week's games, boys, let's just touch on these teams that have been unfortunately knocked out.
Gone fishing.
Newcastle Knights. It's my team, and I feel like, overall we had a pretty, like, halfway through the season, I thought we're not even going to make finals. We're playing shit. And
It's kind of like exactly like last season, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, imagine if you guys could put a full season together.
And I think it just shows that we are 120% a one-man band at the moment. Callum Ponga is the best player in our team, and he's one of the best players of the comp. And you can see why he's paid that much money because he can win a final game for us.
When?
I think last year he did it. This year I feel like he did it.
Against the Raiders.
And I feel,
Yay.
I feel like on the weekend he did it, but he just needed that little bit extra from someone else.
Yeah, like
And,
Gagai catching that pass.
Yep, all the Dylan Lucas not throwing that intercept pass. So a lot of things happened. But I think overall, after the halfway through this year, Newcastle had a pretty good year. But we're going to start asking ourselves, how can we make that next step about being a...
Maybe pay Kalen Ponga less money.
Kalen Monga.
Kalen Ponga less money and maybe getting an actual half, maybe.
I know about that.
I just love how you just dropped both of your halves, but they were still in your team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think Ponga's on whatever he's on, but
Crossland was still out there.
whoever we're paying the most at halves...
I think Val Holmes knows what Kalen Ponga's on.
But I feel like we could pay our half, whoever's the half, the most money out of the next one. Where at the moment we're paying Jackson Hastings the most out of all the halves he didn't fucking play. And
Maybe
it's fair
you
enough.
He's going to probably move. He's going to transition into lock too.
Yeah. So maybe just like player halves pairing enough that they get confidence in each other and they're not scared.
I agree.
Maybe don't play Tyson Gamble.
Yeah, no.
Well,
he's contracted next year, baby. He doesn't want to.
I feel like if Ponga threw him the ball, he would have caught it scored. But anyway, other than that, I think we had a pretty good year. We missed Bradman Best. He needs to stop doing his hamstrings.
Question:
That's 4 times this year.
Did at any stage during this season did Cogger play 7? Or was he always 6?
Always 6.
That's where I think you need to change that up.
You think it could be a 7?
Cogger was a 7. Capable of being a 7.
Yeah, 7 played at Newcastle was shit, mate. He
Hey?
played 14 at Penrith.
Yeah, but he didn't play. You just said he didn't play at 7.
He played at 7 Newcastle like back in the day when he first started. Like as a,
Oh, okay.
No,
Before he
when he was
learned how to play
fucking-
footy because he went to Penrith.
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
yeah, don't like that.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
I would honestly be looking at putting Cogger as your 7.
Gambler, I think.
No, Gamble off the bench, if anything, because he's a bit more
I think
versatile.
Phoenix is
Actually,
our best
idea.
14. I think he is.
What if
Yes, sir.
Ponga to 6?
Funny fucking A.
Hey, apparently it's half a shout for the Australian team. That'll be good. Knock him out.
That's different for like one game. No. So
No,
yeah.
it's a try series. Fucking do me, mate. There'll be 3 games.
But I'm pretty disappointed we lost this game, but I'm very proud. Like no one thought Newcastle would back up and make the finals again, which we did. So fuck is all.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You guys were in terms of odds.
Where did you put Newcastle, mate?
No. Okay.
Oh,
am
yeah,
I
'cause he
everyone?
runs the bookies.
Am I everyone?
You're you.
Basic.
Yeah, I know I'm me.
And you didn't put him in top 8.
But if we go on bookies odds, the bookies had him over 50% to make top 8.
Mm-hmm.
So
Anyway, let's get on to the other actual good game
the doggies.
of the knockouts.
Game over for the doggies. And I told you boys, no one listened to me. I said they weren't going to win this game. But they fucking played really good.
It was easy for you. You've been saying fucking talking
Yeah,
shit
you're
about them all year.
But they
you
played.
haven't picked the dogs for the last 3 months.
I
have you?
know.
Yeah.
And
Pretenders.
And I was right. They didn't make it, but they played very good. I think like Cameron Ciraldo obviously came from the Panthers, and I feel like they're trying to play their sort of game, like line speed, defense, which I really enjoy watching. But they're just missing that like
First time Stephen Crichton's lost a finals game.
Whoa! What a stat!
No.
No, because he lost to Melbourne.
Oh, lost to Panthers
And he lost to
Roosters,
Rabbitohs.
that team
In 2021.
in the prelim, the
prelim,
elimination final,
Oh, that's right.
that one game.
Yeah.
Or
And
the-
then later in the year, he
probably
took
not.
the intercept to later
Yeah.
in the final. Yeah.
oh, yeah, what a stat! But
But
yeah,
they-
unfortunately the Bulldogs lost, and I
They
really
played a great
Man.
brand of
they dominated.
Grand final?
brand.
They dominated 60 minutes of the
Really?
game, I thought. And like I said, guys, you didn't watch it. You should watch it. It was fucking awesome.
Dude, they getting Kohler some early ball, which they never do, eh? They normally just give it to him in contact, but
Oh, I got a
he gets
semi.
30 out, and they go, you know what, straight up through the guts, get it out there, and you see Ben Trbojevic get the ball, look up,
Yeah.
and just went, yep. Kohler.
Shout out to Benny to give him the ball that early. A
'Cause
lot
there
of
would've
people
been
would keep
yeah.
running a bit longer, give him that less room, but no, gave him to him
And
early.
then he just,
Shooby, shooby, woo!
waka
Unreal.
waka, hey, hey.
Green tick, Jake.
So when he scored, I was just like, oh, here we go, we're going to get it again in the chat.
I couldn't believe it. Try.
His first try in
I stood up.
10 games
I
or
stood
something.
up. That was an awesome try. But other than that, I think the Bulldogs played awesome this game. Carraz, all their big players that they've got from Penrith, they played really well.
Yeah.
Cow, Crichton,
Burden.
the other guy. Yeah,
I just think like
yeah, who's the other guy.
the confidence and shit that they're going to take into next year
Surely.
after this year, you know, they're going to only get better at defense. They're only going to get better in attack. Like another year around the boys. I don't know how many more people are meant to be coming to the club. Goodbye, Josh Adokar.
Yeah.
But they're going to be...
It's going to be interesting if Adokar's not there because the Skeleton guy who played awesome this game, he's going
Yeah,
to
he's
the Tigers.
Tigers.
It's gonna
Great
be
pick up by the
interesting.
Tigers.
But I love the stat. Like every year there's about 2 or 3 teams who jump up into the finals and the next year they don't make it. So this year it's been the Bulldogs. It's been the
But the Bulldogs...
Manly.
The Bulldogs, I feel, got there on more
Defense,
than just
yeah.
having a good year.
Yeah, which I like.
Like, it was defense, and then the attack sort of came by the end of the year. So I reckon they can do that again. It's not like,
The
let's
Cowboys,
just say the Knights
couple
off
years
the back
ago.
of, 6 good games from Ponga last year.
10
You know what I
last year, 6 this year. It is what it is.
Only you could have a fap over Caleb Pong when he's out of the comp.
Pretty sure he got it in so many players of the rounds, players of the weeks. You guys didn't even watch that game. If you didn't, you need to watch it.
Why?
Killed it.
The only thing that I kept seeing was when Dane Gagai dropped that ball.
Fuck off, cockhead.
He'd done one good thing. He threw a dummy, made a line break, and give it into Brayley.
He did
Whoever the
that.
fuck's
He did
good.
the kick. He did the
What kick?
fucking full Fletcher Sharp to grab the ball, put the ball down.
Nah.
He did the to
What,
make it.
did he drop it again, did he? And just throw his foot out? He's good at those try assists.
Anyway,
That was the week that was.
Anyway.
And that leads us up to the next week of Rugby League finals. Like we said, we might have to sign up right now. It might be the Penrith Panthers versus Melbourne Storm Grand Final, but it isn't right now. So let's get to the elimination finals, semi-finals, whatever you want to call them.
elimination finals, mate.
Thank you. We start on Friday night, and we got the Cronulla Sharks, who just can't win a finals game at not Shark Park. They're playing at Allianz Stadium against the North Queensland Cowboys, boys. How do
Maybe.
we feel? Oh, yes.
If North Queensland can get down there.
Flights are fucking up.
they got
no
their-
chance.
Yeah, they got their
They got
charter.
there.
Good old Queenslanders just, playing little weird cards.
Well, because all the Cowboys want to go down there and watch it, so all the flights are sold out.
Anyway, Friday night, Kyle's house, watching the game. What are we doing? Victoria Hotel? How are we feeling?
No, I need a week off.
Yeah, no.
I need a week off.
Yeah,
We'll come here. We'll come here Friday night, have a week off, sleep
The
here.
old bloody security guard reckons, boys, 4 nights in a row. Oh, yeah, I think so.
Anyway, Friday night, we got the Sharks with the Cowboys. How are we feeling? What are we thinking? Who are we liking? Who's going to stand up?
You just can't back the Sharks.
Nah.
Boys, just quickly, before we get into this, do you want to know how we did with our tips last week?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Considering we did the
The extra tippies.
head-to-head, the line, and the anytime
And the
try scorer.
Okay, yes, sir. I
Yeah,
know-
that's what it is.
I know I dominated, so that's okay.
No, you dominated last
I
week.
dominated this week.
No. you
I got
didn't.
3 out of 4. If we're looking at our fucking tree.
Yeah, but I'm going extra tips.
Yeah, I feel like I dominated.
You dominated last week because you got all the extra little...
Okay, I'll tell you.
tidbits.
I'll break it down for you.
Oh.
Right. So, Jake, first game up, you went 3 for 3.
Hey.
Panthers with the line and Brian Toto.
Thank you.
Cody, you got none. You went Roosters, so obviously Roosters with the line and Daniel Tupou. I went Roosters, but had James Tedesco, so I got 1 point. Game 2, Jake, you got 1 point. You got the Storm. Cody, you got 2 points, Storm and the line.
Mm.
I
Who
got
was my try scorer in that one?
Wishart.
He was on the
it.
wing there for a bit.
love it.
And then I got 3 points. I had Storm at the line, and William Warbrick.
Anyone have Harry Grant for a hat-trick?
Can't drink. The rule was you can't take wingers, can't.
You took Brian Toto first game.
What a fuck.
Jake, Knights Cowboys. You took the Knights. Obviously had them with the line and Caleb Ponga, so you got no points there.
Duck eggs.
Cody, Cowboys with the line and Scotty Drinkwater.
Yeah, 2.
So 2 points. I took Cowboys, but Knights with the line and Val Holmes, so the 1. There was no line in the last game. Jake, you took the Seagulls and Cooler, so that's 2 points. Cody, you took Seagulls and Turbo, so 1 point. And I took Bulldogs and Villi Army Kickout, so just the 1 point.
In kicks. The big kicks.
So overall, Jake, you got 6, Cody, you got 5, and I got 6.
Thank you.
Average.
6 out of 12. Yeah, average, right.
To see.
It's hard to get a lot more than that, but I'll take it. But if it's not this podcast, but if it's a podcast, 2 green ticks, baby.
Ooh.
Anyway,
This week, let's go.
Friday night, Sharks versus Cowboys, 4th versus 5th. This game is a repeat of a couple years ago, where the Cowboys won in a field goal thriller. And can the Sharks win a finals game? They've lost 5 in a row now. They're not at Shark Park, so they're already blowing up about it.
Was it not Shark Park?
No,
Nah, they got told they
it's
had
too
to.
small, bruh. It's
have
too
it
small. Which
Allianz.
I sort of I agree. I like it.
Well, that will change me tip then.
I agree.
I feel like if...
I feel like not this year. Obviously, it's too late to change it now, but I feel like the little chat about Nico Hines going back to fullback, Trindle and that other bloke, 6 and 7. Not a bad call. Even though
It's too much.
I like it, but you can't do it right now. You
It's
can't
too
change
much
it.
in a do or die. You
You
can't be.
change it. No way. How do you feel about this guy's games? What are you looking for?
You just can't.
Just Sharks got to stop making so many dumb mistakes, man. Losing off the kickoff, mistakes out of nowhere. Were they that bad this first game, or were the Storm that good? I'm not sure.
Cowboys.
I think
I'll
it's a
go
bit of
first.
both. I think it's a bit of both.
I think it's been both first too.
Because I was leading into this, I was all Sharks. I was like, they're going to break the hoodoo. They're going to break that. But then for it to not be at Shark Park, which I didn't realise, that just throws a bit of a spanner in the works for me.
Yeah, they wanted it, and the NRL said nope.
Because
Must play at the same place the other game is.
Because the last 2 times they played at PointsBet against the Cowboys, they won 44-6 and 42-6.
Wow.
Mm.
The line is 4.5 points to the Sharks, boys.
Give me the Cowboys, give me the line, but I'll take Kyle Lero any time.
Almost.
Mm.
Nah.
Mm.
You just can't. You just can't with the Sharks. I just don't know what it is. I just think it's just going to keep eating at them for another year.
I agree.
They just they didn't play terrible last week. Like we were watching, the Storm were just scoring
Dumb tries.
some ridiculous tries. Like one of them was an off. Like Harry Grant ran a combined 13 meters for his 3 tries. Like 2 of them were just tap backs off kicks. Like Katoa just.
Which really pissed me off because that should have been Ryan Papenhausen.
Oh yeah,
Papschmier, but
Papschmar.
anyway, that's another debacle.
So yeah, I'm following Kyle on it with Cowboys to cover.
I'm gonna.
Into Val Holmes.
I think you're right. I can't tip the Sharks either. I think they're going to lose another finals game. And I think the last 5-6 weeks, Cowboys have been playing better. So I'm going to go the Cowboys, but I think it's going to be another fucking red hot game. So I'm going to go with the Sharks line, so within 5 points or 4.5 points, whatever it is.
He's calling a close
I think it'll
one.
be a close game. Maybe not a field goal thriller, but a close game.
Hold on. You're taking the Cowboys, but taking the Sharks minus 4.5.
Yeah.
How?
Just however that works. The Sharks are going to win. I mean, the Cowboys are going to win, but it's going to be like close.
So you're taking the Cowboys with the line because they've got the
I just want
plus.
the 2 points, brother. That's all I want.
So taking the Cowboys just head to
Oh, yeah,
head
because they're fucking outsiders.
because you can't take Cowboys to
We
win
thought Cowboys were the
and
favourites.
Sharks with the line when Sharks are favourites.
Taking the Cowboys to win, outsiders. Sometimes I forget how the lines work.
it? Yeah.
Sometimes I forget
We
it.
didn't pull up me. I said Cowboys and to cover.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
Well, look, I just took that as
We're all a little bit slow around here.
fucking you boys are in reverse.
and I think I got to do it. He scored like last 7 games in a row. It's a bit boring, but he's going to score again.
Oh, you're going to take a winger?
I am.
Oh, you're going to pick you can't pick Felder.
I'm going to take him.
I was going to pick him last week and went Drinky.
But you
Because
didn't.
he's an absolute lock.
I'm gonna
I
take-
was
Pick
also,
someone else. Pick someone else.
take the other winger.
Nah, I don't take
Yeah.
that winger. Holmes doesn't pass
Talangi
it.
scored as well.
I'm not going to copy you.
Talangi scored last week. Oh, did I not call Dearden too? Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I'm
You
gonna
didn't
blow
put
up
money on it,
about
though. You didn't put money on it. I told you to.
I'm gonna fucking blow up in our.
I'm going to felt.
He's blowing up.
Because fuck your peer pressure. There's
He's
no
blowing
rules. Take a felt.
Told you Money was going to have a good game too.
You did. You never said he didn't score, though.
Anyway, can we get to the game of the round?
We are going to get to the game around Saturday night, boys. Get around it. Unfortunately, it's my sister's birthday. I'm giving her acid. She's going to trip out. I'm going to look after her. So that's the plan. So I'm
Pickle Rick.
I'm sure I'm going to still watch the game, but I will be
Pickle Rick.
in a different area.
Dimension.
But I'll be looking after my sister, looking after Polly.
He'll be in a state.
No, I'm not going to be. I'm not doing it. I've learnt my lesson. I'll just be watching people, watching young females having a good time. Hopefully, hopefully not have to call the hospital ambulance. We'll see
Hopefully
what
we
happens.
don't need to
Jesus.
serve you with any papers.
What?
Talking business like that.
Oh, I'm talking business. Actually, it's a gift. It's not business.
Jesus, stop. Stop.
It's gift allowance.
Stop.
What do you mean stop?
You said you're going to be... Yeah, we're not going to get back to that.
Yeah, no.
Roosters
No, we
versus
Here
Eagles.
to roast. We're here for the Roosters vs Manly again at Allianz Stadium. Should be a red hot game. I can't wait. How much of the Roosters is like, calm down, we're not going to win this game, let's wait for next week, and how much effort and hard work did Manly put in to win that game? How are we feeling, guys? I think I want to go Manly, but Teddy has been that good this whole year. I feel like he could carry the Roosters to win this game. I'm not trusting their halves because I don't think they can win a finals game. But Teddy is that good. And the big dog, Jared Wahiria-Hargreaves, is back. And I think that's going to make a big difference.
Luke Brooks undefeated in finals.
Good stat. I like that.
No, I reckon it. I think the Roosters will take more. It's easier now saying it that he's had a full game and there's film on it of how turbo he is with his shoulder, and you can tell he's definitely not 100%, like, and not even close to 100%. Like some of the efforts he put in, like it's a big effort to go out there and play.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But some of his efforts, you could really tell that he was sore and he couldn't quite stretch out or do certain things with that shoulder. And I feel like the Roosters will take more advantage of that than the Bulldogs were able to. Obviously, the Bulldogs had nothing to go off but playing eyes up footy and seeing it in the moment, which sometimes, trying to go away from your game plan per se might derail it. But
I agree, but I thought it was weird the last 10 to 15 minutes. Suddenly, Turbo looked like he was fucking 80, 90%. Just went wild. So maybe he was like, I can't do it the whole game. I'm just going to keep waiting until the end and then turn it on.
maybe the longer it went on, the looser it got, the better it felt.
Maybe that second shot was fucking, let's go. Something. Kyle, you got any stats about Roosters and Man in the last few games or how they've been versing each other?
So they split the games this year.
Yep. 1-1.
Yep. But the Roosters have definitely been, and both times it was the home team that won. But the Roosters at home against Manly, they haven't lost since, well, they were named the home team in 2020, but that was at Leichhardt Oval, which is weird.
COVID. Surely.
But no games were in New South Wales.
The first two rounds were.
Yeah, COVID.
Oh, true.
Surely. Had to be.
But when playing at Allianz, Manly haven't been the Roosters since 2017.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a good stat that I was waiting for. Ouch. That's a long time for Manly in between drinks.
Yeah. So give me the Roosters with the line and Joey Manu to actually finally do something.
Manu. I want to do it.
Manu. Because Manu has, I think he's half already gone, actually 3/4 already gone to rugby.
Yeah.
Because just before his injury and since coming back from his injury, he hasn't done anything. And the fact that you've got someone of that caliber not doing anything and you're still kind of hanging around games, you're still in contention.
He's that good.
He's that type of player that he'll just have a game.
Last year he was in
Just
chat
come
of
out, score two.
best dominant centre of the
Gear.
game. This year, no chance.
No, that was Bronson Jerry.
Against Cody also, Manly have 4.5 a line, if you want to consider that.
I'm Roosters. Roosters to cover. I just don't think that they're going to play two bad games in a row. JWH coming back in just adds that bit of aggression. It's going to be a good battle up front because it's going to be him versus Brown. It's going to be...
Well, Brown will come off the bench, but it'll be Brown versus Spencer.
The boys love it. Love getting into it.
But I think, adding JWH back into that pack, not only is it their leader, but it allows for a double... So you got JWH to start, and then you bring it on Spencer to back him up. It's just 40 minutes of intense footy from one of your props, and then you got Lindsay Collins who just works his ass off.
Taylor May will be able to come on and play front row opposed to playing lock. That one.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't play Taylor in the front row.
Radley has been named reserves too, but I don't think he'll come.
I reckon he's going to come back.
I heard it was.
I reckon he's going to slip in. I reckon
about 80-90% chance.
I reckon Nat Butcher falls off the team. Because, to be honest, if I'm being 100%, I love Nat Butcher, but his last couple of months, he looks pretty ordinary.
He's sort of just filling. To start the year, he looked like he belonged, but now he just looks like he's just filling in. He's just patching holes. He's not really doing
it would be one
amazing.
of those. He's last year when he was looking like he could get a call up to the Origin side when he was just consistently back rower. Now he's been playing lock, back row, front row, all over the place. So it's obviously playing with him. But
Orbison.
Off wish.
They're just moving him around.
Well, I'm going to go to the double upset. I'm going to go Manly. I just think the Roosters halves of that shit. I feel like Kiri's done. He's retired. He doesn't want to play any football anymore. Teddy's that good. He's been that good that year, but I think Manly can just do that little bit more with DCE, Tommy. Looking good.
Who was your try scorer, Cody?
Who was your try scorer? He did not say one.
JWH.
He can get double if that happens.
I'll give him 3 points.
Yes. But I'm going to go to Manly to win. He didn't score last week. I'm going to go Turbo. He's going to crash over this game. I love it.
He's not even going to make it through the first half, brother.
Okay, brother. That's what you're hoping. But for me, 2 upsets this week. But again, they're going to win this week, and they're not going to get close next weekend. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this weekend right now. So up the boys, up the Sharks for me.
Up,
Man.
Cronulla, up the Sharks.
Fuck the Sharks.
Up the Sharks. You tipped the Cowboys, brother.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, righto.
Let's get around it. Hopefully we can actually
Bye.
watch these games this weekend.